Dallas, Texas. Both teams 5 strong. Trade my gun. Backs against the wall. They have to score a point here or they're going to lose this match.
Outlaws getting out wide on the Dorito side all the way to the pin in the corner. Shock losing one body early. They're going to get Dizon back in the game over here. Comes out to the first temple on the Snake side. Shock with some space, getting a check though over on the Dorito side as well.
Looks like Velez coming off. Cody Mikowski getting a shot on him.
Referee with a check on Woodley in the middle. He's still clean.
Outlaws lose David Weinrob, who comes out to get a spin.
Woodley catch one in the bottom of the goggles.
He totally got hit.
Lawhead gonna fill in with him.
He got shot and tried to sit there.
Dizon getting shot on the bump. Looks like we got Jordan Davidson, Frederick Burley. Mark Johnson bumps out here to the Snake 1. Outlaws not going to go away quietly, just under the 3-minute mark. It is a 4-on-2 situation right now.
Jordan Davidson gets shot off that D side, but it's not looking good for Shock here at this point.
Lawhead's walking off. It's just Davey Simmons now. So Davey Simmons looking at 3 Outlaws. Mark Johnson, he comes into the 50 Snake. And Simmons gets shot out of that 40 Dorito.
So Mark Johnson, Cody Mikowski, and Ed Berkeley finishing off. And good kill counts for those 3 guys. Berkeley 7, 9, 10 actually for Mikowski, and 6 for Mark Johnson. Very respectable.
6 to 5.
So not going without a fight. The Outlaws pulling within 1 here with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go, which is absolutely enough time for them to tie it up. So Shock not wanting to give this one away here. Also, as this game is slowly but surely drawing to a close here, Todd, I'm getting real excited about the match coming up next. Edmonton Impact and Los Angeles Infamous are going to be throwing down for the last game of the prelims.
I just did.
It's hard. That's a tough one. Infamous is playing very well. They have a lot of guys stepping up. They feel very confident right now, but Impact's look pretty much flawless.
Yeah, Impact has just been disrespecting people out here. The way that they're running all over the place.
What a bag, dude.
Slicing and dicing, cutting through the middle, shooting people to bits.
This is how people should watch
I mean,
their commentary.
it's going to be a tough game, but Infamous also playing well. This match is going to determine who plays Dynasty and who plays X Factor tomorrow in the morning. So you know, something at stake over because Dynasty's playing really well. X Factor also playing really well. So,
and speaking of Dynasty, we're going to have Ryan Greenspan coming up to help us do some commentary for this last game. So stick around, and we're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll get right back into potentially the last point of this match.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
I love the way it fits, and it's not really loose. I don't feel like, man, I hit the ground, it's going to come off, because it really fits my face. It's kind of like this one was made for me, and it's kind of crazy that I think that way, you know. Probably they probably souped it up, you know, just for me. They ain't tell me, did it on the low. They said this one carries. I believe it. Hey, man, I don't put nothing past nobody, man. It's a conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy guy.
I believe in aliens.
God is good. Yeah, God
Hey
is
guys,
good.
I'm here with Brian McKenna in the Aftershock
No,
pit. Now,
where's
you guys
John
are in a
Kroger?
timeout right now. This is a crucial point. You can win it, or Outlaws could tie it up. Going into this, I hear Mikey Bruno talking about how important it is to key up on one specific spot. Can you tell us, when we have these breakouts that are heavy in the middle of the field, what is the most important spot to really key up on and try to get a kill from?
Well, I think if we're going to key up on anybody, it's going to be that temple on the snake side. It's an easy shot for a couple guys sitting in the back center. So we're trying to key up on him. Or Dorito's side, we're trying to key up on the race over there. We're just trying to pick on one guy so we are up one guy off the break, really.
You had a slow start, and you guys have been able to come back. What did you guys adjust in order to make sure that you could get this lead here?
I think what we talked about in between the two games is with all the mud, it's kind of reminding us a bit of MMA last year. So, you know, we figured we might have to slow it down, not really play our fast, crazy paintball, and slow it down, try and shoot somebody off break.
All right, we'll see if Shock can get the right here. Back to you guys.
So under 30 seconds to go before the start of what could be the last point. Trade my gun 1 point away from ending this game up. Shock 1 point away from victory. Lawhead, Simmons, Wozni, Woodley, and Velez to play for Shock, and out on the field for the Outlaws, Mikowski, Davidson, Murray, Weinrob, and Johnson.
They got this.
Shock on your screen.
They have to have this.
There's Wozni in that player 90 jersey. Does he make it? No, does he make it? Nope, Wozni getting shot on the break. Woodley gets shots. They take out one of the players from the Outlaws. I believe that was Davidson. 3 bodies left alive for Chicago Aftershock. Mark Johnson over here on the side for the Outlaws. He got out wide. Berkeley coming up through the middle. Outlaws losing body off the side. Jordan Davidson.
Well, losing those bodies is going to slow the roll, Todd, because, again, they don't have a lot of time. So we'll see if Lawhead, Simmons, and Velez can dig deep here and stave off the attack of Mikowski, Berkeley, and Johnson for the Outlaws. Oh, Lawhead gets caught, searching in that center, and that could open things up. But Berkeley gets caught as well, too. So all of a sudden, we got a 2-on-2 right now.
It's going to come down to this right here. 117. Lawhead and Velez, Johnson and Cody Mikowski for the Outlaws. Johnson over here. Mikowski in the back. Johnson over here on the snake side. He's going to jump into the snake. Does anybody pick him up? Yes, I believe he just did pick him up. Lawhead is dead. I believe that is Simmons over there on the other side. Simmons and Velez. That's Velez right there on your screen. And yeah, that is Davey Simmons. Velez in that center tower. Mark Johnson getting comfortable in the snake, but it's 40 seconds left. They're going to have to make this a quick one.
Ooh, you can see the gunfight on your screen, and it looks like
they do
takes
drop
him out.
Go, Mark,
yeah,
go!
I think he has enough time to tie it up. We might see an overtime. Actually, there are no overtimes in... no, there'll be an overtime, but then if the overtime goes 3 minutes, there will be no one-on-ones. So, look at this.
Mark Constant.
That's the Outlaws.
Mark Johnson, he talked about the fight yesterday. He said, hey, win or lose, we came here to fight. That's what this is about for us. Yeah, we're new. I know we're going to get welcome to the Pro League. We don't care. We came here to fight. And we just saw it right now.
Oh, my God.
So nice work. Mark Johnson and Cody Mikowski able to save the day here for Outlaws with 17 seconds left. We are most likely headed into an overtime period here, depending on the kill count off the break. That's when the fast point happens.
Wow.
Everybody just goes back.
So, giving themselves life. Straight my gun Outlaws. Trying to get a win here in the prelims. Just to get one. Just get a win. It always feels good to get a win. You don't want to go 0-3.
Or 0-2-1.
Or 0 anything.
Still waiting in the wings. Play this last match of the day. Edmonton Impact and Los Angeles Infamous. So, I think for sure, unless we see 2 majors or something crazy, we'll be headed to an overtime period.
Yeah, Shock trying to figure it out right now.
I don't know what happened, man.
They got Sosine and Woodley.
Mikey might go for the win, man. That
They
would
need
not
to put
surprise
like
me.
3 people in the snake.
To the center, 50 off the break. Something crazy. I mean, Mikey's heated up right now, so
yeah,
he might be trying something crazy.
Blow.
Here comes Lawhead. Well, they got 15 seconds before the start of the point. Lawhead, Dizon, Sosine, McKenna. Are they missing one? Got 5 guys?
No, they have 4.
They have a timeout, don't they?
I don't think they're going to take it. Oh, then they got to be put. Oh, no, they're going for the 4 guys. Under 10 seconds. Look for a major. Never know. And also the major will carry on over to overtime. Sosie's still alive. And that is going to do it. So the end of it, we have our first tie of the tournament in the second last game. So we will head to a 3-minute overtime period. And if there is no winner in the 3-minute overtime period, then we will have a tie.
Dude. Oh.
What a crazy game, though.
Like, let's send 4 dudes out. Just go for it. Aftershock. Gotta love it. They got some bodies.
You get something.
So the question is, who is Aftershock going to send out for their 5 to this overtime point?
You
gotta send Woodley out. Probably Dizon.
Simmons has been alive.
Simmons has been alive.
I don't know how many kills he got.
3 minutes is not a lot of time.
Yeah,
it's enough. But we saw a couple ties last year in overtime in the prelims.
Who you sending out?
What?
For Shock? If I'm trading my gun, I'm sending Mikowski, Weinrob. Berkeley's been playing.
I tried to tell her.
Mark Johnson.
Berkeley has 8 confirmed kills, so I'm definitely putting Berkeley out there. Mikowski's been on fire. He has 11 confirmed kills, which is ridiculous.
So for Shock, sending Sosie, Woodley, Lawhead.
Give me Velez.
For
Lawhead for sure. Velez for sure. I want Velez. I want Lawhead, Sosie, Woodley, and Dizon. That's my 5.
I'm with you.
I know we haven't seen a lot out of Dizon in this match, but yeah. Or maybe Simmons. Maybe Simmons for Dizon.
I feel like people are making that Dorito 1. You know, the first big Dorito. But haven't really seen Dizon get in there very much. You know, Davey Simmons doesn't seem to have any problem getting in there.
Well, they are sending Simmons out.
3 minutes
so
overtime.
Simmons, Lawhead, Velez, might get my 5.
Woodley.
Yep, I got my 5. You're hired.
I mean, probably not do as good a job as Noel Khan, but
So 3 minutes on the